Well, I remember I interviewed Darius McCrary recently, who played Eddie Winslow.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Oh, you watched that?
I watched that one.
Thank you. You watched a lot of my interviews.
Yeah, I fuck with you, glad I told you.
I appreciate it. But I remember I brought up, I said, how was the perception of being on this show when your father is a cop, looking at the precarious relationship of cops in the black community? And he was like, yo, he was like, yo, no one's ever asked me that before. Like, yo, that's kind of deep, you know? And he's like, well, I don't think that it was really an issue because he was just a hardworking man. You know, the focus wasn't on the cop part.
Really cop.
It was just, here's a guy who went to work every day and took care of his family. Now, how was that initially, you know, viewed considering black people's history with the police in America?
Man, that's a deep question. You know, man, I think honestly people look past that, being that we were just a family and we had storylines that applied to being family. I think that people look past it being him being a police officer, and they accepted him and Harriet Winslow, who's played by Jo Marie Payton, my mother, on the show. They looked at them as just blue-collar workers, and we were a blue-collar family. And I think that's what made us a bit more acceptable than the Cosbys, because, you know, everybody's not going to have a doctor as a father and a mother who's a lawyer.
Here you have this major show that's running for all these seasons, and, you know,
a black cop.
The black cop.
That was crazy.
Did you relate? I mean, when you related that show, did you think about that part ever?
That part never really Nah, it didn't really stand out to me like that. Like now I can look back and like, damn, we had this man that was a black cop. Like, he was actually a black cop. And and it never really, like, you notice, like, it never really got too racial. Like, it was like...
Not really.
Yeah, it never was about, like, I don't think nobody really noticed that this dude was actually a black cop. Like, and then didn't Eddie end up going to the academy to be a cop too or something?
I'll be honest, I never really watched the show.
Yeah.
Not really. It wasn't really my show.
I was big on it as a kid.
Yeah.
As a kid.
I think it was one of those shows where I was a little too old by the time it was popping, and it was kind of geared towards, I think, more a younger audience. But yeah, I didn't really get into the show, although I'm familiar with some of the, you know, the Steve.
You know what was a shocker to me? I didn't know he was married to Karrine Steffans.
He wasn't really married to Karrine Steffans.
No.
That was the story, but they weren't exactly married. That was just a storyline that I think she kind of ran with.
Yeah.
But yeah, that relationship was interesting. We talked about it.
You know what? That's one of your most interesting interviews to me too, Karrine Steffans. Cause like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember years ago I was obsessed with her, like Superhead.
were you?
You remember? Yeah, Superhead. It was like, oh my God.
I produced a documentary about her.
Yeah?
It's called Kiss and Tell.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. Watch that. It's crazy, and you know what's crazy watching that? She's so much more intelligent and so much more classy than what she get a lot of credit for. Like,
yeah, no, and we talked about that. Me and Darius talked about that. Is that like me spending time interviewing her? Like, I started to get it. It's like, here's this, you know, attractive woman,
beautiful,
you know, not, you know, pretty face, nice figure, and she's like kind of like one of the homies. You could talk to her about other women, and you could talk to her about like sort of male-oriented stuff, and you feel comfortable around her, and she's also down to have sex on top of it, and then before you know it, you're caught up in this whole type of thing, and that's how she's been able to do it. In fact, I don't know if you've heard the latest situation, but she's pregnant.
Serious?
By, you know, her second, you know, she now has a second baby on the way with this guy named Everett Taylor. Right? Everett Taylor is a painter, right?
Like a real painter.
Like a painter, artist, yeah, like an artist. You know, I didn't want to say artist because people, that can mean anything, but he's a painter. And like a couple of weeks ago, he basically wrote a suicide note on his Instagram, basically, you know, saying that things that she's doing makes him not want to go on with life, and he's ready to kill himself. And it's like he literally wrote, like, it was like a 7-page suicide note and posted it on his Instagram. And apparently the police came and got him, and he's okay now. But
That's crazy. Like,
and then she actually, I have a contact on her, so I hit her. I'm like, yo, are you okay? Like, because you're pregnant. She's like, yeah, I'm okay. He does this all the time. This is just the first time that you see this. And it's like,
that's strange though.
and it's like she's always associated with these drama-filled relationships, from Cool G Rap to Darius McCrary to Bobby Brown to now this guy.
Merlin Santana.
Who?
Merlin Santana.
I don't know who that is.
That's the guy from Steve Harvey, the one that ended up getting killed in L.A. Remember the Romeo from Steve Harvey's show?
I think so.
And she was dealing with him
really?
too. Yeah. He called her like the night he died or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one. Yeah, man, like pretty girl, but
I think she like I don't know. It seemed like she got that drive him crazy type of thing, like, you know what I mean?
Dudes are just stupid. Like, honestly, like our whole gender is just dumb.
Yeah.
When it comes to women. Like, we're just stupid.
Like,
there's really no excuse for us.
Yeah,
you
no.
can't even justify it. Like, look.
I never wanted to kill myself over a woman.
Yeah, it's like, hey, look, this person who you're about to deal with makes her living putting men that she's had sex with on blast. This is her job. She writes books about this and does interviews about this. This is what she does. Well, I'm going fuck anyways, and it's not going to happen to me though, because she's never dealt with a dude like me before. Really?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
It's just like Selena Powell right now. Like,
Yeah, she asked for me for an interview, and I said, nah, I'm good.
No.
I don't want to interview
you don't even want to get wrapped up in it.
No, well, because Karrine actually had a best-selling book and stuff like that. I'm not.
She's just a clout chasing little whore to me. Like,
I mean, my Vlad TV is not. You have no idea how many girls DM me because they want to put some celebrity on blast. Yeah, I was dealing with this football player. I want to do an interview. I'm dealing with this rapper. I want to do an interview. So and so. I want to do an interview. It's like, I don't want to do these damn interviews.
Just
put it on your social media, like if it's that important. Like I'm not attaching myself to this.
because you just want to expose people. Like,
This is not. We don't even interview porn stars anymore. Like I'm good. Like I feel like we've,
touched that.
grown as a platform that we don't do that anymore. Like
Jenna Jameson, Tito Ortiz one was good though.
Well, it was Tito Ortiz. It wasn't Jenna Jameson.
Yeah.
Right? Actually, Jenna actually DM'd me all pissed off
She was
afterwards. Yeah, she was furious. She's like, I'm going to sue you for defamation. I'm like, this is not defamation. I don't know what you Googled.
She was actually hot back in the day.
Back in the day, she was bad.
hot. She was hot.
Yeah, she was the top
She was one of the
adult
top
film
ones, yeah.
star at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, high school. High school.
But yeah, Tito Ortiz got custody of their twins.
Yeah, I seen
Which
that.
says a lot.
In 2011, actually 2012, I ended up getting a restraining order and getting full custody of my children. And I've been a father since, and she hasn't been around in 6.5 years. And having full custody of my kids, she just walked away. And it's sad, but at the same time, she's a victim of her own self, and I try to help somebody I couldn't help, and it took me a lot of physical therapy, rehab to really get through those things with a therapist, and it's the things you got to do as a parent.
I'm going through my own custody battle right now.
For your kids?
Yeah, well, one of my daughters. I took her to court already, and I was awarded. The judge awarded me every other week and every other holiday, basically. Because I got a daughter, so I didn't want just full custody because a girl needs to be with her mother. So that was cool, but she just completely basically kidnapped my daughter. Like, I ain't seen my daughter in like 2 years. Like,
Really?
yeah, it's been like 2 years. And she just disappeared for no reason. Like,
You can file charges.
it's like I can't. Like, even, I actually called the police station to see what what process I had to go through to like, cause I don't want to just
You
know, I'm
can't
not-
file charges over someone not allowing you
They
your
told me I had to-
court-appointed right to see your own child.
That's what
I don't
understand.
believe that.
I swear to God,
I don't
look,
believe it.
I called the police station.
Think you're just not
to-
fighting hard enough.
I called the station to ask, just like, cause I don't want to
You
get.
better call a lawyer.
No, because I know.
I mean, a
did.
station's not going to help.
No, but I just wanted to know the legal part, like where I want to stay legal, like you
Yeah,
know
but
what I mean?
that's
To where I
what a
don't get
lawyer
myself in
tells you.
trouble.
I mean, the police don't care about you.
No, but see, like the court, I went back to court.
Mm-hmm.
They telling me, oh, you got to subpoena her. You got to subpoena
So
her.
subpoena her.
I don't know her address. She won't give me her address. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like, what do you do?
You could look stuff up with it. You get a private investigator. You could
See,
do
that's
it.
what I'm saying. It's like
I mean, it's your daughter, man. It's worth fighting for.
Yeah, no, it's definitely worth fighting for, but it's like, all right, now where do I go from here? Like I did my job. I'm the one that took her to court to go get my child. But now she just completely disobeyed the whole court order, just like basically kidnapped my daughter now. And it's like, they basically told me, I went back down to court. They basically told me, oh, we can't do anything unless you get her address. Basically, that's what they told me. You have to get her address so we can subpoena her. You go get her address, but they not gonna do it.
Yeah.
So it's like But shout out to Tito and to Matt Barnes too. Matt
That was a
Barnes
good one,
did
yeah.
his thing. Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah, it costs a lot of money to fight for your kids.
That's what
and
I'm
most
saying,
men don't have that. I
Exactly.
mean, same thing with Darius McCrary. Like, you know, he actually has an organization that helps fathers try to help out with custody of their kids and
serious?
stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta hit him up.
You should look it up. A lot of people hit me about that.
Yeah.
A lot of dads were like, I want.
No, that's a good thing because I'm actually I need the help. Like, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
trying to get my daughter and like, you know what I mean?